What's up everyone, dannylightning here, and we're checking out the Lewitt LCT 440 pure microphone, and this thing looks nice and it sounds nice. Now it looks like this little piece right here should probably light up. Looks like it should, but it doesn't. Now I'm recording in a room that is not properly sound treated. We're not going to do any processing on this video. That way you get to hear exactly what the microphone sounds like in a somewhat lousy sound treated room. It's not bad, but it's not perfect, so you may hear a few echoes coming back in. The microphone is plugged directly into a Scarlett Solo audio interface, which is plugged directly into my computer. No processing, nothing like that. The only thing we're going to adjust are the volumes to make sure the video is loud enough. Most people don't have properly sound treated rooms, so you know what? I'm not going to record in one either. We will talk about some of the microphone specs in a few minutes, but first let's run a few tests and see how it rejects pulses, how it sounds close and far away, and all kinds of stuff like that. I'm about to move the microphone very close to my mouth, so it may get a little bit louder for a second. So this is the way the microphone sounds about 2 inches away from my mouth. This is the way it sounds about 3 inches away from my mouth. This is how it sounds roughly 6 inches away from my mouth. Now we're about a foot away. We probably have it about a foot away from my mouth, and now we got it out of the camera and an arm's length away, and it's probably really quiet right now. What's really amazing about what we just did there, even when it was further away, it still sounded really nice and really full. Even though it was quiet, it sounded great, which is abnormal for a condenser microphone. All right, so let's see how it rejects sound from the sides. We're gonna go ahead and turn it. Hello, 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 hello. Now we'll go around to the back. Hello, 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 hello. Now we'll go around to the other side. Hello, 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 hello. And now we'll go back around to the front. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see how it does for pulses. Pop, 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 pop. Let's bring it a little closer now. Pop, 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 pop. That was actually pretty darn impressive from what I can tell when I played it back. Now we're going to take the little provided pop filter. We're going to slide that baby on and pop, 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 pop. We are aggressively trying to make it pop. Pop, 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 pop. I think the pulse of rejection, especially when you have the pop filter on, is pretty darn impressive. I mean, it's great, honestly. Now, I do have one major gripe about this microphone. It's the shock mount. You're not able to rotate the microphone in the shock mount. Most shock mounts, you can take the microphone and rotate it around. This one you cannot. So let's just say you've got a microphone stand that comes in at a strange angle. Well, you're stuck with the microphone in this type of position. You can tilt it backwards and forwards, but you can't rotate it. Now, some of the other microphones I have that have a different type of style shock mount, I can just tilt that backwards and forwards and then rotate the mic and get it into a nice, comfortable position that looks nice on camera or that's not blocking my view. But this one, you're kind of stuck with what you get. So you almost need to have a stand that's straight up and down, or one that hangs from the ceiling upside down. Not the ceiling, but hangs upside down from your boom arm or whatever. But I really wish they would have made so you could rotate the microphone inside of the shock mount. On top of sounding good, this thing also looks good. It's probably one of the coolest looking microphones I've ever had. Check that baby out. Yeah, baby, yeah. It looks like a much more expensive microphone. It sounds like a much more expensive microphone. It's just plain out awesome. Now, there's a lot of people who are saying this is a very bright sounding microphone and that the pulses and the sibilance and stuff like that is really bad, but I've watched a lot of videos on this myself before I purchased it, and I'm going to tell you what. I don't find it to be a bright sounding microphone. I don't find there to be a problem with sibilance. I find this to be a very flat, neutral, clear, and natural sounding mic. I mean, when I hear my voice playback on this, I feel like I'm actually listening to my voice play. Now, if you look at the frequency chart, it does show a very large boost on the high end and everything else is very flat. But to me, I'm not hearing the brightness that everybody's talking about. It does have a little bit of high end, but it's nice. It's smooth, it's sparkly. It doesn't have that harshness that a lot of mics do that have a big boost on the highs like this. They say this is a true condenser microphone, and I'm going to agree with them. This is the polar pattern. This is a 1-inch large diaphragm condenser microphone. I forgot to mention it's a cardioid polar pattern, so let me edit that in right now. And it's got a self noise rating of 7 decibels, which is next to nothing. You're not going to find that on many microphones, especially in this price range. That is a very low self noise rating. The microphone weighs about 0.68 pounds. It comes with a little carrying bag, the shock mount, and the pop filter. You can get one of these brand new for around $260 or $270, or somewhere in that ballpark, possibly cheaper if you can find a good sale. I forgot to mention it does require phantom power, just like all condenser microphones do. You need to have an audio interface or a mixer or something with 48 volts of phantom power. Alright, so it's time for a singing test. Woke up to the sound of pouring rain. The wind would whisper in a dream of you. Yeah, maybe I'm not the best singer, but there you go. And if you notice, I'm hand holding this mic. I've been moving it around, and there hasn't been a lot of weird noises. A lot of microphones will make a lot of strange sounds when you handle them like this, so you know the shock mount is actually doing its job very well. Let's go and run one more test. Let's tap on the shock mount. Let's tap on the microphone. And let's go ahead and throw it on the boom arm and then tap on the boom arm. Here we go. And finally, we're going to start typing on my mechanical keyboard, which is a little on the noisy side. So let's see how it picks up the keys, or it doesn't pick up the keys. So it's making all kinds of weird noise on the computer right there. You probably heard that, but that's how it sounds typing on the keys. So my final conclusions are awesome, awesome, and extra super awesome. Love the microphone. Really do. So if you're looking for a really nice condenser microphone that's not going to break the bank, this may be for you. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm never going to need to buy another condenser microphone. For something in the $300 or lower price range, you're not going to find much out there that can compare to this type of quality. The build quality is good. The audio quality is good. I don't like that I can't rotate the mic clockwise or counterclockwise in the shock mount, but besides that, it's pretty much perfect. Now, next time I do one of these videos, I'm going to have to make a checklist so I can kind of do the same test in the same order every time. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if there's any companies out there that would like to send me a microphone to review, hit me up. I would love to review your microphone. I can send it back to you when done if needed. I don't care if it's a $20 microphone or a $20,000 microphone. Send it to me and I'll do a review. In order for this channel to continue reviewing microphones like this, it does need to start making money. So please like and subscribe, click the little bell and set the notifications to all. And if an ad pops up on the video, please watch at least 30 or 40 seconds of the ad before you skip it. That way I get paid. I do need to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark before I start earning money, but if you want to see more microphone reviews like this, now I do have a handful of microphones that I can do videos on. I got some old microphones from back when I used to sing in a band, or some microphones back when I first started YouTube. I got the SM7B. I got a couple cool microphones I can review. I'm also going to be doing some audio advice for editing, like little tutorials, how to get better sound. And we're mainly going to focus on audio for spoken word recordings, like YouTubers, podcasters, anybody who's just doing spoken word dialogue. Don't forget to check out my other YouTube channels. You can find the link in this video's description. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome day, and we will catch you later. Lightning out. See ya.